Hi there guys, this is the Average Joe, and in my last video we have talked about a few things that you should do while in quarantine with this new coronavirus. Today I've made a list of a few things that you shouldn't do while in quarantine. Um, I'm going to use the list and let's talk about it. First of all, don't break the quarantine. I mean, if you have to stay in quarantine, even if you don't like it, there's probably a very good reason for that. I'm not a doctor, and I wouldn't advise you to break your doctor's how do you call it? If your doctor said you should stay in quarantine, you should stay in quarantine. If the authorities said you should stay in quarantine, stay in quarantine. Don't be a jackass. Don't risk infecting yourself or others. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing, don't be like my neighbor. I don't know if the phone picks it up. I'm not interested in listening his music in the middle of the night. As you can see, it's dark outside. And I'm really not interested in listening to his music. So probably if you live in an apartment building, you should refrain from uh, listening to music loud enough as so anybody can hear it. Even if you live in a house on let's say a city street, and you might interfere with your neighbors, and be considerate. Maybe they don't have the same taste in music like you. Now, the third thing. Well, I don't know how it is in your quarantine. I have to stay in self isolation. I had to spend 2 weeks. Now it's day 11. I'm almost out of this self isolation. But when I got in self isolation, I didn't get a chance to go buy groceries. I didn't get a chance to do anything. I came from the airport straight in the house. So, for groceries and stuff like that, I was and still am kind of dependent on others. My girlfriend, friends of mine, my parents, they went and bought things for me as to have what to eat and not starve to death in 2 weeks. If you're in the same situation, the third thing you should not do, you should definitely not do in this situation, is to become a selfish bastard. You know, people that help you because they want. Nobody is obliged to help anybody. Don't take it for granted. Take it as a gift. Take it as a blessing. Be considerate. Be thankful. Consider that. If you are the one helping another one, be considerate as well. He's not in that position just because he wants. Probably. So that was the third thing, guys. Now, guys, a fourth thing that is connected with the consideration, with the fact that you should be considerate to others, is don't go out, don't start vacuuming in the middle of the night. I mean, I don't know why, I don't know how. I can only imagine. One of my neighbors started vacuuming last night at about 3 in the morning. Good experience. I can't go out. I can't go bang on his door. Yeah. What can I do? I can only stay and wait. He didn't vacuum for a very long time, but nevertheless, vacuuming for a quarter of an hour, maybe 20 minutes in the middle of the night, not the best idea. I understand, maybe people stay at home all day, they lose track of time. I mean, I was still awake at 3 in the morning, but what the fuck? People, what the fuck? 3 in the morning is not a good hour to start vacuuming. Now, one other thing. I know many of you that are in self-isolation or quarantine still work, aka work from home. I do that as well. Maybe you do that as well. I'm a structural engineer. I design bridges. I can actually design on my laptop in the comfort of my home. Mind-blowing for the people that consider that design can only be done at the office. No, many people work at home. One thing you should consider while working at home is don't go naked into a video conference. I've just received a video from one of my colleagues. I don't know who that person is. I don't know if it was inside our company, but there was a guy going naked on a video conference. No, don't do that. No, not a good idea. No. If you have to Skype, dress before you have to Skype. I know people that only Skype with their shirt on. I've heard that from people. No, I dress. Meaning I have pants and a t-shirt or a dress on me. No. Oh, dress shirt, not a dress. Not into anything like that. No, but be dressed. Don't go naked into a video conference. You might make a fool of yourself. Now, I've said about not going berserk on music. I don't know if you can hear the music from my neighbor. Well, as we tend to stay at home, I at least tend to, when I have to stay in home and just in the house and then not able to go outside, I tend to sleep weird hours. I mean, I start a project, I start something and I continue working on it until I've finished it. That might mean it's going to keep me awake till 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and then I'm going to take a shower and go to sleep, wake for a call in like 3 hours, and then go back to sleep for another 2, and so on. So yeah, I sleep weird hours. And one thing you shouldn't do, considering that, is don't sing in the shower. I caught myself yesterday trying to sing in the shower at 3 in the morning. Don't do that. You should not sing in your shower. You should not sing in the middle of the night in your shower. Now guys, I know sitting 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, 15 days, 20 days, whatever, inside of your house might seem for a long period. but especially if you're sitting alone in your house like I am right now, please try not to lose your mind. I mean, okay, I've talked to you about not singing in the shower in the middle of the night. Well, passing by that, I'm going to insert a certain picture now. Don't drink beer with your vacuum cleaner. Don't. Your vacuum cleaner is not your friend. He's just a vacuum cleaner, okay? Don't drink beer with the vacuum cleaner. Okay, guys? Well, you've seen me drink beer with my vacuum cleaner. I know, he's good. He's friendly. But no, don't. No. Try to stay mentally healthy. As a bonus fact, don't try to fly your drone in the house. I'm telling you that from experience. I've managed to bump almost every wall in this house with my drone. It's not the fact that I care about the walls, I don't. I care about the drone. Don't do that. So if you're home alone for 14 days, please stay home. Talk to those close to you. I don't know. Relax. It's time for yourself. It's time when you can read, you can do stuff. Don't do stupid shit inside the house. Don't burn the house down. Don't do any stupid shit. It will pass. Stay home. Be safe. Thanks for watching, guys.